G'day all. This is a video to share my experiences with you and give you some info about my pet birds. About 6 years ago, I was the same as most people, I guess, who bought a canary as a pet. I bought a cage which I thought was big enough, and I fed him with normal canary seed bought from the supermarket. At the time, I kept him at my office. I got my canary from a pet shop with actually no idea how old he was. He really was a good singer. Unfortunately, he died about 2 years later. Over the next few years, I got 2 or 3 more, also from a pet shop, but they didn't live long either. So this is my appeal to those of you who decide to get a pet canary. Please do some research and find out how to care for and look after your canary. I have now spent many hours reading, talking with breeders and doing research on these amazing little birds. I feel one of the most important things is to be fussy about where you get your canary from. Pet shops are not a good place to buy pets. It's better to find a breeder in your area. But also be careful, breeders only sell birds that they don't want, and also to cover their expenses. So take some time looking. If you buy from a breeder, make sure the bird has a leg band. This will tell you how old your canary is. The best age to get a bird is about 1 year old. Ask the breeder to show you all of his birds. He should not have a problem with that and be happy to do so. If he refuses, then just walk away. Now, sexing canaries is very difficult, so make sure if you want a male, the breeder agrees to swap the bird out if it turns out to be a hen. As you can see here, I now have about 16 healthy and happy birds in what's called a flight cage. Cock birds on the right, hens on the left. Now they'll stay like this until about the end of August, start of September, and that's when the breeding season here in the southern hemisphere starts. I'd like to mention at this point that I'm not a breeder, and this is my very enjoyable hobby. Right now they're all getting along fairly well, but comes August, September, the mood's going to change. This is when the cocks will need to be in their own cages. Also some of the hens, depends on how they get on. You just have to keep an eye on them. If you have 2 birds in the same cage and you don't know what they are, I suggest you watch them carefully. I made a video just before this one about how I feed my birds and with what. The next video I make will be about how to house your canary, where to put his cage, and keep him healthy and happy. So that's about all I have now at the moment. I'll see you next time. Goodbye all.